Today we discussed about the chapter 4 Animal Kingdom. If you like this class, please like, share and subscribe. Then we can start. First, the basis of classification of animals that include body organization, body symmetry, body cavity, number of embryonic cell layers and presence or absence of notochord are the features used for distinguishing broad categories of animals. Then levels of organization. First part, levels of organization. First, cellular level of organization. First, levels of organization, the cellular level of organization. Animals such as sponges are aggregates of cells. The body is developed or made up of aggregates of cells. They are cellular level of organization. Body made up of aggregates of cells. So they are cellular level of organization. Example, sponges. Cycle. Next, tissue level of organization. Tissue level of organization. Cnidarians. Cnidarians have groups of cells performing specialized function. They show tissue level of organization. Here is the picture of one of the cnidarians. Example, Hydra. The tissue level of organization. Cnidarians. Example, cnidarians. Have group of cells performing specialized function. So they shows tissue level of organization. Example, Hydra. Next, organ level of organization. Organ level of organization. Members of Platyhelminthes, example Planaria and other higher phyla, where tissues are grouped together to form organs. Members of Platyhelminthes like Planaria and other higher phyla, where tissues are grouped together to form organs. Next level, organ system level of organization. Organ system level of organization. In animals like annelids, example earthworm, arthropods, example cockroach, mollusk, example pila, echinodermata, example starfish, and other all chordates like humans, organs are associated from functional systems. Each organ system associated with a particular physiological function like breathing, digestion, etc. etc. This pattern is called organ system level of organization. Organ system level of organization. In animals like annelids, arthropods, mollusk, echinodermata, and all chordates. Organs associated to form organs. Different types of organs associated to form functional systems. In organ system level of organization, in animals like annelids, arthropods, mollusks, echinodermata, and all chordates. Organs, different types of organs associated from functional systems. Each system associated with a particular physiological functions. That means breathing, digestion, circulation, excretion, etc. etc. This pattern is called organ system level of organization. Now we study the level of organization. First, cellular level of organization, next tissue level of organization, organ level of organization, and organ system level of organization. These are the 4 types of levels of organization. We already learned about the basis of classification. Animal classification include body, organization, symmetry, body cavity, number of embryonic cell layers, and presence or absence of notochord are the features used for distinguishing broad categories of animals. Next, character. Types of circulatory system. There are 2 types of circulatory system. Circulatory system means the circulation of body fluid. In human case, there are 2 types of circulatory system, blood circulatory system and lymphatic system. But in lower cases, we can see one open type of circulatory system, and in higher level, usually seen closed type of blood vascular system. First, open type of circulatory system. Blood pumped out of the heart. Blood pumped out of the heart. Blood directly bathed cells and tissues. Blood pumped out of the heart. Blood directly bathed cells and tissues. Example, cockroach. There are different blood-filled cavities also seen in cockroach, that is known as cyanosis. Next, closed type of blood circulatory system. Closed type. Blood only passing through closed blood vessels like heart, veins, arteries and capillaries. Example, all chordates. Blood only passing through closed blood vessels. Like veins, arteries and blood capillaries. Example, in case of all chordates, there are different types of examples, but we just consider one type. Example, all chordates. Next, the basis of classification under symmetry. Symmetry. Body symmetry. Symmetry means dividing the body into two equal and identical halves. Symmetry means dividing the body into two equal and identical halves. There are different types of symmetries. Symmetry means dividing the body into two equal halves and identical halves. Two equal and identical halves. That means body symmetry. First, asymmetrical. Asymmetrical type of body symmetry. First, asymmetrical. In asymmetrical type, cannot divide the body into two equal halves. Cannot divide the body into two equal halves. The animal body. Into two equal halves. Example, phylum sponges. That is sponges. Members of different types of sponges. They show asymmetrical type of body symmetry. Next, radial symmetry. In radial symmetry, can cut the body into two equal halves through any longitudinal plane. Longitudinal plane. This is the longitudinal plane. In radial symmetry, body can cut into two equal halves through any longitudinal plane. In asymmetrical type of symmetry, body cannot be divided into two equal halves at all. Example, sponges. In radial symmetry, body can cut into two equal halves through any longitudinal plane. This is important, longitudinal plane. This is the longitudinal plane. Examples, in case of cylindrids, example hydra, ctenophores, example ctenoplana, and echinoderms, example starfish. All members show radial asymmetry. Examples, cylindrids, example hydra, ctenophores, example ctenoplana, and echinoderms. Example, starfish. All these members show radial symmetry. Next, the basis of classification under embryonic layers. Third, embryonic layers. Sponges and cnidarians, they are the lowest phyla. Sponges and cnidaria do not have the embryonic layer in as mesozoa. They only have embryonic layers ectoderm and endoderm. Usually there are three types of embryonic layers: ectoderms, mesoderms, and endoderms. But in lower phyla like sponges and cnidaria do not have embryonic layer mesosome, that is the middle layer. The lack of the middle layer mesosome. They only have the embryonic layers ectoderm and endoderm. So they are known as diploblastic embryonic layer. Other phylums have three germinal layers. So they are known as triploblastic. Example, Platyhelminthes, the highest phylum, chordates. Once more, sponges and cnidaria, the lowest phyla, do not have the embryonic layer mesosome. They only have two embryonic layers, ectoderm and endoderm. So they are diploblastic. Other phyla have three germinal layers. That is, they have ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. So they are triploblastic. That is, from Platyhelminthes to phylum Platyhelminthes to higher phyla chordates. So they are diploblastic. Other phylums have, the members of other phylums have three germinal layers. So they are triploblastic. In this case, the germinal layers like ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderms are present in case of triploblastic condition. Example, that is from phylum Platyhelminthes to the higher phylum Chordates. That is from Platyhelminthes to Chordates. In case of roundworms, example Ascaris, a gel-like mesogloia present in between ectoderm and endoderm. In case of roundworms, here is an example of roundworms. In case of roundworms, example Ascaris, a gel-like mesogloia-like substance present in between ectoderm and endoderm. Roundworms, they are under Aschelminthes. Example Ascaris, a gel-like mesogloia present in between ectoderm and endoderm. Next, coelom, the basis of classification under different types of body cavity or gut cavity, that is also known as coelomic cavity. Next, coelom, coelomic cavity, that is also known as body cavity or gut cavity. Animals possessing coelom called coelomates or true coeloms. Animals possessing or having body cavity called coelomates. Example, phylum Annelids, phylum mollusc, arthropods, echinoderms, hemichordates and chordates. All of these members have a body cavity, so they are known as coelomates. Examples, phylum Annelid, mollusk, phylum arthropods, echinoderms, hemichordates and phylum chordates. All of them have body cavity, so they are known as coelomates. Annelids, mollusk, arthropods, echinoderms, hemichordates, and chordates. In some animals, mesoderm present as a scattered pouch in between ectoderm and endoderm. Such body cavity is called pseudocoelom. Animals called pseudocoelomates. Example, roundworm under the phylum Aschelminthes. In some animals, mesoderm, that is a middle layer, present as a scattered pouches in between the two inner and outer layer, endoderm and ectoderm. Such body cavity called pseudocoelom or false coelom. Animals called pseudocoelomates. Example, roundworms, Aschelminthes. Pseudocoelom means false coelom. Animals called pseudocoelomates, false coelomates. Example, roundworm under phylum Aschelminthes. Example, roundworm under phylum Aschelminthes. Animals without body cavity called acoelomates. In some cases, animals do not have a body cavity. Such animals are called acoelomates. Animals without body cavity or coelom called acoelomates. Example, phylum Platyhelminthes. Members of phylum Platyhelminthes. There is no body cavity present. Example, members of phylum Platyhelminthes or flatworms. Next, the basis of classification under body segmentation. Body segmentation. Body segmentation also known as metamerism. Metamerism. In some animals, body is externally and internally divided into segments called metamerism. Example, earthworm. In some animals, body is externally and internally divided into segments called metamerism. Example, earthworm. Next, the basis of classification under presence or absence of notochord. Presence or absence of notochord. It is sixth character. Presence or absence of notochord. Animals classified under different phylums. Notochord. Here is the picture of a hollow tubular notochord. We can see a hollow tubular structure that is known as notochord. Notochord is a spherical tubular structure passing through the dorsal side of some animals during embryonic development. That is the early embryonic development case. It is mesodermal in origin. That is the second layer. Mesodermal in origin. Animals with notochord is known as chordates and without is called non-chordates. This is the hollow tubular structure. Presence or absence of notochord. Animals are grouped under chordates and non-chordates. Notochord is a spherical tubular structure passing through the dorsal side of some animals during embryonic development. It is mesodermal in origin. Notochord is mesodermal in origin. Animals with notochord called chordates and without is called non-chordates. Animals with notochord called chordates and animals without notochord called non-chordates and without notochord called non-chordates. Next topic, classification of animals. Here is a table that is the flowchart denotes the classification of animals. Kingdom, Animalia, level of organization. There are two types, cellular level, tissue organ and organ system level. In tissue level of organization, Here is porifers and radial symmetry, cylindrids and ctenophora, and next bilateral symmetry, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes and other higher phyla. This flow chart indicates the classification of animals. Then we start the first phylum, that is the primitive phylum, phylum Porifera. Phylum Porifera. The members are also known as sponges. Then we discuss about the main characters or features of phylum Porifera. Main characters. First, canal system. Canal system. Body with many pores, canals or chambers through which water flows is called canal system. Body with many pores, canals or chambers through which water flow is called canal system. We just draw a LS of the picture of member of cycle. This is a picture of member cycle. Here is a canal system. We can see a canal system, body with many pores, canals or chambers through which water flow is called canal system. Large aperture called osculum. Here is a large aperture called osculum. Body encloses a large cavity. Body encloses a large cavity, that is coelomic cavity. It is known as spongocoel. The large cavity is known as spongocoel, presence of spongocoel. There is no organs, appendages or movable parts seen in. Next, spicules and this is the spicules and spongin fibers give strength to the body. These are the spicules. Calcareous spicules and spongin fibers. Give strength to the body. In some cases only spicules or in some cases spongin fibers only seen, but in some cases the spongin fibers and spicules together seen. Reproduction asexual by budding. In some cases sexual reproduction also seen. Reproduction by budding. Rarely sexual reproduction also seen. Members commonly known as sponges. Here is cellular level of organization. Body is made up of number of cells. So, cellular level of organization seen. Water enters through the minute pores. That is called ostia. Ostia and osculum are the pores. Osculum is the largest aperture and ostias are minute pores. Water transport helps for gathering food, respiration and waste removal. Water transport helps for gathering food, that is catching food, gaseous respiration, that is gaseous exchange, and also helps for waste removal. Intracellular digestion, that is digestion occur inside the body. Intracellular digestion is seen. Intracellular digestion. In sexual reproduction case, egg and sperm produce in same individual. So they are hermaphrodites. Egg, in sexual reproduction case, egg and sperm, that is female and male gametes, produced in same individual. Produced in same individual or member. So they are known as hermaphrodites. Hermaphrodites means male and female gametes produced in same body. Such members are known as hermaphrodites. Cenocytes or collar cells line sphingocele and canal cells. Cenocytes, that is a particular type of cells or collar cells, line sphingocele, that is a coelomic cavity, and canals. This is the coelomic cavity and these are the canals. Some type of cenocytes cells or collar cells line sphingocele and canals. Cenocytes, or they are also known as collar cells, line sphingocele, that is the body cavity. Line sphingocele and the canals. Fertilization, that is a fusion of gametes, egg and sperm. Internal, that is the fertilization, fusion of gametes took place inside the body, that is internal fertilization. Development indirect. Indirect means there are larval stages also seen. So the development is indirect. Distinct larval stage also seen. Fertilization internal. That is fusion of gametes took place inside the body. Development indirect. Indirect means they show larval stages. In the life cycle include larval stages and adult stages. That means development is indirect. Distinct larval stage also seen. Here is the main characters of phylum Porifera, that is sponges. They show canal system through osculum and ostia. Here is a spongocyl. Reproduction by budding, and in rarely sexual reproduction also seen. Cellular level of organization, that is body made up of number of cells. Water transport helps for gathering food, respiration and waste removal, that through osculum and ostias. Egg and sperm, in case of sexual reproduction, egg and sperm produce in the same individual. So they are known as hermaphrodites. Cenocytes or collar cells line spongocyl and water canals. Fertilization, in case of sexual reproduction, fertilization internal within the body, and development is indirect. That means special larval stages also included in the life cycle of sponges. This is the first primitive phylum. Then second phylum, Coelenterata. That is also known as Cnidarians. Phylum Cnidaria. Phylum Cnidaria. These are the members of phylum Cnidarians. Aurelia, Adamsia, etc. are some examples. There are a lot of members in this phylum. Then we can discuss about the main features or characters of phylum Cnidaria. Main characters. Body with no head and segments. Body with no head and no segmentation. Body wall two layered. Body wall two layered. External epidermis and inner gastrodermis. Jelly-like non-cellular mesoglia is in between the two layers. Cnidoblastus or stinging cells present help to catch prey. That is seen on the tentacle, tip of tentacles. Asexual reproduction by budding. We can draw the picture of Hydra. Hydra. These are tentacles. Here we can see poison-filled cavities known as cnidoblastus. This is hypostome. This is mouth. Bud. They show tissue level of organization. Tissues are formed. Tissue level of organization. They are diploblastic. There are two germinal layers are seen, so they are diploblastic. They have a central gastrovascular cavity. Inside there is a central gastrovascular cavity. A single opening, that is mouth. Mouth is present. Mouth on a projected hypostome. Mouth is on a projected hypostome. Corals. Some members are known as corals have a skeleton composed of calcium carbonate. These are the soft bodied member hydra, but in some example that is known as corals. Corals are also included in phylum Cnidaria. Corals have a skeleton composed of, that is skeleton means outer covering, composed of, made up of calcium carbonate. In case of corals, have skeleton composed of calcium carbonate. Hydra and Adamsia are sessile forms. They are fixed on the substratum. Hydra and Adamsia are examples of sessile forms. They can fix on the substratum. Umbrella shaped free swimming forms are also seen. Example, Aurelia, jellyfish. Aurelia, jellyfish, etc. are known as umbrella forms, that is swimming forms. Umbrella shaped free swimming forms. Cnidoblastus or stinging cells. Cnidoblastus or stinging cells helps for catching prey. Helps for catching prey. Most of them are carnivorous, that is flesh-eating forms. Asexual reproduction by budding. Asexual reproduction by budding. In the sessile polyp stage and sexual reproduction free semi-medusa. Sexual reproduction by free semi-medusa. Example in Physalia, that is also known as Portuguese men of war, Adamsia sea anemone, Pinnatula sea pen, Gorgonia sea fan, and Mandrina brain coral. There are so many examples. Physalia, also known as Portuguese men of war, Adamsia sea anemone, Pinnatula, that is also known as sea pen, Mandrina brain coral. There are so many examples. Physalia known as Portuguese men of war, sea anemone, sea pen, brain coral, Gorgonia sea fan. There are lot of members included in phylum Cnidarians. Next phylum. That is the third phylum. Phylum Ctenophora. Phylum Ctenophora. They are also known as sea walnut or comb jellies. Here is the picture. They are also known as sea walnut or comb jellies. Exclusively marine. Most of them are seen in sea water, that is salt water. They show radial symmetry, diploplastic, that is two-layered condition, tissue level of organization. Tissues are formed. They are known as sea walnut, or comb jellies. They are exclusively marine. They show radial symmetry because they are ball-like structure. Radial symmetry. There are two germ layers are seen, so they are diploblastic. Diploblastic. They show tissue level of organization. That means tissues are formed. Group of cells included for a purpose of common function. Diploblastic, tissue level of organization. Body bears 8 external rows of ciliated comb plates helps for locomotion. We can see 8 plate-like structures, comb plates, helps for locomotion. Body bears 8 external rows of ciliated, cilias are formed, ciliated comb plates. Helps for locomotion, that is movement. Digestion. Digestion is both extracellular and intracellular. That means digestion occurred within the lumen, that is a body cavity, and also within the cell. Digestion is both extracellular and intracellular. That means digestion occur within the lumen of the body and within the cells. Within lumen and within cell. That means the extracellular and intracellular digestion. A special property, that is bioluminescence shown, that is light emitting capacity. They show light emitting capacity. Bioluminescence. That means light emitting capacity. Sexes are not separate. Not separate means they are hermaphrodites. Male and female reproductive part or formation of male and female gametes occur in same body. That means hermaphrodites. That is sexes not separate. That means they are hermaphrodites. Sexes not separate. reproduction only by sexual means. They are hermaphrodites, so reproduction only by sexual means. Fertilization, that is a fusion of male and female gamete, external, that is within the water, with indirect development, that means larval stages also included in life cycle. Fertilization, that is a fusion of gametes, occur in external, that is within the water, external of the body, that is within the water, with indirect development, that means larval stages also seen. Examples: Pleurobrachia and Ctenoplana. Examples: Pleurobrachia and Ctenoplana. They are also known as walnuts or comb jellies, exclusively marine, radial symmetry, diploblastic body, and tissue level of organization. Body bears 8 external rows of ciliated comb plate cells for locomotion. Digestion is both extracellular and intracellular, that means within the lumen of the body and also within the cell. They show light emitting capacity. Sexes are not separate, that means they are hermaphrodites. Reproduction is sexual means fertilization, fusion of gametes, external, within the water, with the indirect development. Examples: next phylum, that is the fourth phylum, that is known as phylum Platyhelminthes. The fourth phylum, phylum Platyhelminthes, means worms. They are flat worms. Platyhelminthes means flat worms. Then main characters of Platyhelminthes. They show tissue level of organization. Tissue level of organization, that means tissues are formed. They show diploblastic body wall. They have a central gastrovascular cavity with a single opening, mouth. They only have mouth, no anus. There is no anus, only mouth present. Mouth on. They show bilateral symmetry. We can get 2 equal halves when cutting through the longitudinal planes. We only get 2 equal halves, so they are bilaterally symmetrical body. they have bilaterally symmetrical body. We only get 2 equal halves when we cut or passing through the longitudinal section. They are acoelomate, that means they have no body cavity. Acoelomate. They show organs. Their organs are developed, so they are under organ level of organization. Body organization, organ level of organization. Organs are formed. Flame cells helps for osmoregulation and excretion. Flame cells, the organ flame cell. Flame cell is an organ. Helps for osmoregulation. That means nitrogenous wastes are expelled. That means osmoregulation and excretion. Flame cells helps for osmoregulation, that is expelling the nitrogenous wastes, and also helps for excretion. Expel of waste material, that is excretion. Sexes not separate, that means they are hermaphrodites. Sexes not separate, so they are hermaphrodites. Internal fertilization, they are hermaphrodites, so they shows internal fertilization. The fusion of gametes occur within the body, that is internal fertilization. Many larval stages are seen. That means indirect development. Indirect development, though many larval stages seen. Planaria is a free living member. Planaria are free living members, possess high regeneration capacity. Planaria shows high regeneration capacity. If we cut the planarial body into different pieces, all pieces develop other pieces and complete their body. That is regeneration. Planaria shows high regeneration capacity. They are also free living. Most of them are parasitic, external or internal parasites. Most of them are internal or external parasites.